2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Purlwise Podcast, knitting all day, let's look at it together. Purlwise Podcast, stitch by stitch, we can make whatever. Stitch by stitch, it's made by your friend Claire.
Hi, how's it going? My name's Claire. This is where I talk about my knitting on the internet. Sometimes I talk about other things, but I think today, again, mostly knitting. I'm gonna try and be kind of brief. We'll see if it works. But I hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you find this interesting. It's the end of February. It's snowing out, which is nice. I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, in case you're interested. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about anything that I talk about. I'm wearing my Isla pullover from the book, the patterns from the book Ready, Set, Raglan. And it's knit in Nutiden in an old colorway called I think. It was like M-A-J. I don't speak Swedish, so unfortunately. Yeah, really nice split hem. I did the cuffs and the collar in a 1x1 rib with a sewn tubular bind off. And you can see my cute shirt. This shirt is my friends have a sign painting business in Montreal. What was I saying? Oh yeah, 2x2 rib on the bottom with just a regular bind off. Okay, so I have two finished objects. The first you've seen before. I feel like I'm saying a lot today, and for that I apologize. I said it again. I'm quite hot in this sweater, so we'll see how long I last. Seen these before. These are my DRK everyday socks. I'll back up. Just rolling around. So I've been wearing them. That's why they look all funky, but they're knit out of Small Bird Workshop. I forget the name of the sock yarn, but it's a mohair and wool blend, and it's holding up really well. So I wear these, I've been wearing these every day, which is one thing I love about these no nylon, non-superwash socks. I feel like you can wear them a lot. So you can kind of see, this is the bottom. You can't quite see, but it's the rib is really flattened out from wear, and it's gotten kind of shiny. I don't know if you can tell. You can't really tell on the camera, but oh yeah, you can kind of see there. I don't know, so that's the bottom, and the top is a bit felted, and yeah, it's just interesting to see how they wear. Maybe nobody else is interested in what the bottoms of my socks look like, but here's the heel. I was about to pull off these pills, and then thought I would just show you how it's worn. So it's, sorry, I'm all turned around with the camera here, but you can kind of see that it's felting. Yeah, and I'm really happy with the length. I think I knit the leg to 6 inches, and in the pattern she recommends 7. yeah, I really like the fit of the, I keep holding things over here, I'm sorry. I like the fit of the Flegel heel. At first, I thought maybe the ribs on the bottom of the foot were bugging me. But now they've like been pretty well flattened out, so I don't find that to be the case. And I really like this colorway. It's called Forest Floor. Yeah, so that's them. And I have some more of a similar blend. I talked about this previously, but I have a similar blend that I'm going to use for another pair. How's my cinematography? And yeah, I do think I will make another pair of the DRK Everyday Socks by Andrea Mowry. I don't think I said that, but I feel like people know that. My second finished object is a storm hood by Ailbíona McLochlainn, whose patterns I love. And this is such a funny shape. Yeah, and it's knit out of Nutiden. Oh god, I can't remember the colorway name again. I'll look it up and put it down below, but as always, they're like limited edition colorways, so it's hard to get. I wish I could on-mirror my camera so that I'm less confused, but I can't. So what did I do? In the pattern, there's two neck options, one that's a little bit flared and one that's straight, and I did the flared so I could wear this under my jacket. I really like it. I've been wearing it a lot, especially as like just a cowl, kind of like this. I think it's really perfect. And I grafted the top closed. There's options for a 3-needle bind off or a Kitchener stitch. And I did the Kitchener stitch. Oh my god, I wish I could mirror myself. It's like there's the option here on the program I'm using, but it won't let me. I'm struggling today, but I really wanted to record this for you. But anyways, I like it. It looks kind of silly. But it's been very practical. Although again, some days I'm like, the wind is cutting through. But usually I've been wearing this and a hat. And then if it gets really cold, I'll put this over the hat. But yeah, I just like how it looks. And my friend Kay I've been meaning to make one of these for ages, and then Kay made one and I was like, okay, it's time. And I kind of had this set aside. I'd bought 500 grams of this colorway when I made my Felix pullover. And then I only used 300. So I have even more left over. I was thinking I might do some fingerless mitts for typing, but now it's getting warmer out. That's less inspiring. But yeah, I really like this, and I kind of want another one in like maybe a more neutral color. But yeah, I really recommend this pattern. It was great. There was something confusing. There's something confusing in the writing of the decreases, but like at the top here. But I think just follow your instincts. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's if you ignore what is written and just do what seems right, I think that's the best way to go. Because yeah, I got confused. So other than that, the pattern is great. And it was tricky to do this grafting wherever it is. Oh my god. In the 2x2 rib but I'm pretty proud of it wherever it went. I think it's right here. You can see it's a little bit lumpy, but yeah, I think it's nice. And yeah. Oh no. So that's my storm hood. I kind of want to take it off. It's very cozy, but I'm gonna get too hot. What's next? I have a few things that I've been working on, but I don't know. I haven't been that excited about anything. It's been annoying because the two sweaters that I'm working on are both on the same size needles. So that was annoying me. I don't know. I think I just wish I had some color work or something a little bit more involved and a little bit of a smaller gauge, but whatever. I'm trucking along. I was going to say trucking through. So, earlier this month I was mostly working on my Hanko pullover by Sari Nordlund, which I'm doing without the stripe pattern in Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo in the colorway S1. And Knitting for Olive silk mohair in the colorway Oat. And yeah, so I'd originally started making this with only 3 balls of the Silk Garden sock, and I ran out, but I had already bought this extra ball, so I wouldn't even have made it through both sleeves. Originally, I had planned this to be a very cropped sweater, and I think now I'm just going to try and use up what I have of this. But the problem is now that I've run out of, I think this is why I'm frustrated with this project, is that I just keep running out of yarn. So now I've run out of the silk mohair. And all told, this is going to be a very expensive project. One of my more expensive projects. Because of the mohair, I guess, and the fact that the Noro was expensive, and it looks so funny right now. It's just such a funny shape. So yeah, the body's on hold, and I didn't quite make it to the end of this sleeve with the silk mohair that I had. So you can see it has this faux seam under the arm. Yeah, I don't know why I think I'll really like this once it's done, but I'm just feeling annoyed at it. I did a sewn tubular bind off, which is my favorite bind off method, on the cuff. So yeah, I kind of just put this away. This is the collar's supposed to be folded under. I don't know. It's pretty though. Yeah, so I've kind of just put it away, and next time I go by the yarn store, I'll get another ball of the mohair, but until then I'll probably just set it aside. I'm not really in a rush. I guess it also feels like it's not going to be done when it's still like cold enough to wear it. I don't know. And I love the fabric with mohair, but I'm not sure if it's my thing. It just feels really intense. But I mean, it's not like more fuzzy than this, so I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, for some reason it's just not like that exciting to me right now. Which is too bad, because I like to be excited about things. But that's okay. I'm kind of having I don't know. feel a little bit stalled on my knitting, but I'm trying to keep going. And I'm also trying to transfer some energy over to sewing. I'd really like to make a pair of pants, and maybe a spring jacket. We'll see. So yeah, that was the one sweater. The second sweater I'm working on, which is inside out, which you've seen before and I've talked about, is the Misurina by Caitlin Hunter, which I'm knitting with Holst Garn, Supersoft, held double, in the colorways Black and Nougat. Yeah, and so I made a few changes. You can probably tell, like, I'm gonna knit it with full sleeves. It's supposed to be like a summer tee pattern. And I added this corrugated rib at the collar, which I also knit a little bit smaller than the pattern had called for. I cast on like after the collar and did the sweater, and then picked up the collar at a rate of about, I think I picked up 10 stitches on 11, so I pick up 10, skip 1, pick up 10. And yeah, I did a corrugated rib, which I've never done before, and a little rolled edge, which the pattern does call for. And then on the bottom, I've done like an 1.5 inches of ribbing instead of an inch, like the pattern called for, because I've heard that Holst Supersoft shrinks when you're blocking it, and I wanted a body size of 9 inches, like from underarm to hem. I wanted it to be 9 inches, which is kind of like the cropped length that I like. And so I put an extra 1/2 inch in the ribbing just to be safe. I think if it doesn't shrink, it'll be fine. And if it does, hopefully that 1/2 inch will be enough to make up for that. So it's looking really nice. Here, I'll put it on. Really pretty. I'm interested to see how this blocks out, and how it fits with the sleeves. For some reason, I'm second guessing the idea of like the texture on the sleeves, but I wouldn't want it to be different from the body. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. But yeah, it's been really fun. I like the lace. I'm excited to see that blocked out. I feel like my collar is like a bit tight. When I put it on over my head, it's like a bit, it goes over, but it, like, you know, it's not the biggest collar, but I think it's fine. Yeah, and I'm excited. Like I mentioned, I think in my last video, I don't love knitting with the Supersoft. I don't know that I would use it again, because it seems like it would be too hard to pre-wash it. It's just very rough. It's certainly very affordable, but yeah, there's a reason. And I don't love the smell. It can be a bit overwhelming. So I'm excited to wash this. I'll probably pick up for one of the sleeves today at some point. I often do sleeves 2 at a time, but I think because this is written as a short sleeve and I'm going to make it a long sleeve, I'm not sure of my decrease rate that I will use, so I think I will start with just one sleeve at a time and track my decreases. And I'm probably going to do, I'm pretty sure I'll do the corrugated rib on the cuffs with the little rolled edge. I think that would be nice. For some reason, having the corrugated rib on the body felt like too intense all the way around. But on the cuffs, I think it feels good. But I'll probably just do one and see if I like it. And if I don't, I'll just take it out. yeah, so I'm excited to finish that. I feel like I knit the whole body this week, so I feel like at least in 2 weeks, if the sleeves are straightforward, which I think they should be, probably be done in a couple weeks, which is nice. I have a new sweater because what I really need is more sweaters. All right, this is actually shaping up to be a short video, maybe my shortest ever. I guess that must be reflective of the fact that I'm not feeling super like into anything, although I'm pretty into this. Oh yeah, I should show you the inside. I did ladder back jacquard to carry my floats, or to help with the float tension. And you can see down at the bottom, so there was mainly one between the flowers, and then at the very bottom I had to add 2 more on either side. Oh, I don't have enough hands to show you. You can see right there and there. Those are my ladder back jacquard stitches, and I think that worked really well, and the tension feels really good. So I am happy with that. Yeah, I guess I am into that project. It's just that the yarn isn't the nicest. I might finish both sleeves this week. I'm going to Ottawa to visit my mom, so we'll see. And yeah, I only have one other thing to show you. This is incredible. I hope you don't mind a shorter, just sort of check-in. So I have cast on another sock. Oh, it's really tangled. I'm using this yarn, which was Alley Cat Yarn's Ontario sock, in the color Chartreuse. And I really like it. Alley Cat Yarns is based in Ottawa, I think. Yes. Which is nice. And they have free shipping. In Canada, at least. Which I think it was free. I know Small Bird Workshop had free shipping, and they ship things vacuum sealed, which I really like. Maybe Alley Cat didn't have free shipping. But anyways, I really like when things come vacuum sealed. It just feels like better for the, there's the plastic, maybe that's not great, but it just seems like more things should come all sealed up. So yeah, I cast on a sock, and I'm just sort of making up a pattern because I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. So I thought I will just make something up. And I'm using these like faux cables. I found 2 different kinds of, this is a faux cable I've done before. And I found this one. So it's just using like twisted stitches. And then this is just a regular faux cable, which if you just look up how to do a faux cable, this will come up. Yeah, and what did I do? I did sort of a shallower toe. I'm knitting a 64 stitch sock. The DRK Everyday socks were 68 stitches. Usually for a stockinette sock, I've been doing 72 stitches. I don't know. It's an experiment. This is like, it's a bit like a ribbed fabric. So I thought maybe it had enough stretch that I could do a 64 stitch sock. We'll see. It seems to be fitting. And I'm doing a Flegel heel, which you can see I've started the gusset. Yeah, and I went on a trip recently, and this was the only knitting I brought with me, so I mostly knit that. I went to Mexico City for a week with some friends. And I mostly knit that there, and it was a nice, like, bright knit for a warm place. Pretty warm. It wasn't that warm, but warmer than here, for sure. Yeah, so I'm excited to finish that. I think that, so like the bottom is stockinette, and the top is the pattern, and then I will do the heel and then do the patterning all the way around. Yeah, and I just have my little pine cone progress keeper, just to show me where on the chart I started my increases for the gusset. And this little pine cone is from Firefly Notes on Etsy, which I think are my favorite stitch markers, the tiny pine cones specifically. Yeah, oh my gosh. So that's it, I think. I do have so much stuff to do today, so I won't linger for too long. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get this edited and up for you. What can I say? Yeah, I just last night cut out a sewing pattern for some pants, which I want to make in some like brown plaid wool suiting that I have. So I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I can slowly work on those. Other than that, I don't have a ton of sewing plans. I've sort of spent the whole winter. Oh, actually, I can show you the fabrics that I have. This gliding in and out is so funny. So this is I just did some test washing these swatches of wool fabric. So I've never sewn with wool suiting before, but I got this from Blackbird Fabrics. It's like a dead stock wool. And I'm planning to make the Jones trousers. I think they're called Jones trousers. Yes. Which are like a pleated, they have 2 pleats at the front, an elastic back, and like a fly. So I'm a little intimidated by the fly. I'm intimidated by the cutting out. It's like a zero waist pattern, which, whatever. So the cutting layout is like very specific. So I'm a bit daunted by that. And I'm also unsure of the size that I chose, but last night I just cut it out. So this is all the pieces are on the floor behind me where you can't see. So yeah, that's my sewing that's in the works. I'm just going to try and take it slowly, step by step. Sewing's felt really overwhelming, and it's just like, it has felt so much easier to just sit down and knit. But now I'm not feeling that inspired by anything. I really want to finish the Marit cardigan, but I haven't. I'm having a saga with the buttonholes, and I just had to put it away. And maybe I'll come back to it soon. I had spent all winter wanting to make a new winter coat with this gingham wool coating? I forgot what it's called. It's not called coating. Yeah, it's really nice, but it's pretty light, and I'm realizing that what I might like, this is the back side, which Blackbird, it's also from Blackbird. They kind of, like, in the listing, it looked like this was what they had decided was the right side, but I think I would use this. So I'd spent all winter wanting to make that into a coat and just not having the brain space, but I think I'll just get everything ready to make it next fall. I want to make the Thompson coat by daughter Judy patterns, which is like a raglan coat with a collar, and I think that I will get some interlining, like Thinsulate, because it's pretty light wool. So I'd like to line everything with Thinsulate so it's warmer, and also have like a lining fabric. So that's pretty involved also. Maybe I'll start in the summer, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to get one season ahead, sort of, with my sewing. But I think I might, for spring, make I might make the Thompson coat. I have two options for like a spring fall version. I have some dark denim, but I also have this waxed cotton, also from Blackbird, in like a tobacco-y color. And I've never sewn with waxed cotton before, so that might be a little bit more complicated and would also require a lining. So yeah, we'll see when I get back from Ottawa how I'm feeling. I think pants are the priority, followed by spring jacket, because I'm not really loving any of my jackets. And what else? I had another thought. No, it's gone. Oh, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was a couple of recommendations for podcasts that I've been liking. I feel like I have fallen out of love with a lot of the podcasts that I used to really like for like a variety of reasons, but I've been discovering some new people lately, and think that if you like the stuff that I make, you might like the stuff that they make. One, I believe her name is Sarah. Her podcast is called Lady Stairs Knits. And I think she just picks projects that I also really like and would like to knit. And I like her color choices, and yeah, she's really sweet. She has a really, really sweet voice. And she's fun to watch. And the other is Alex, who I met kind of in the comments of my YouTube videos, and started watching her podcast called Bookupied Knits, and I'll link them both down below. And I really like Alex's projects as well, and it's nice to meet somebody new. And a third that I've been liking is somebody that I found kind of actually through Ravelry, and then realized that she had a podcast. Her name is Brontë Swannick, and I think that's her YouTube name. Again, I'll link everything. And I really like Bronte's projects. I think that I found her because she test knits a lot for Orlan Suk, who's one of my favorite designers. And then I somehow found my way to her YouTube. And she has really nice projects. She also does a lot of like journaling content, which I've been finding very inspiring, and I'm now I just bought like too many stickers on the internet the other night. So many stickers. That's another recommendation. Another one of my favorites, who I've talked about before, Jessica Faith Cooper. I'll link her as well, just for good measure. Hi, Jessica, if you're watching. She had recently posted like a journal video, and when I saw that, I was like, oh, I gotta get into some like bullet journaling adjacent stuff. I've been an on and off journaler my entire life, and I would like to get back into it. And I think that sort of combining the like planning and journaling together in the same book might be really helpful for me. I'm trying to write more, knit a bit less, write a bit more. So hopefully that will work for me. So we'll see. I'm making attempts. Maybe someday I'll show you my journal, if that's interesting. I don't know. I just got like hyper fixated this week on that. So that's fun. It's good to have interests. So I hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me. I hope it was fine that I'm not, I feel like I was kind of like low energy talking about my knitting, and now I'm like talking about sewing and journaling, and I've like pepped up. But yeah, whatever. Things come and go. That's life. But I am really excited to finish the Misurina. So let me know what you're knitting or sewing or working on in the comments. I love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great end of February, start of March. Probably won't get this up till March, but we'll see. Now I'm going to go make a sandwich, and then I'm going to go do homework in a cafe with my friend Etta, which is nice. Yeah, so talk to you soon. Bye.